Alrighty. Likutei Moharan Terezain. So we said we are in the in Seif Daled, you know, this Kulazeh Amzvarim. And he also said in letter Hey, it is said V'zeh pirush Omer Rava Bar Chana, that this entire principle, this entire teaching is cloaked inside, is alluded to. That's the mystery behind that mysterious story of Rava Bar Chana. We said Rava's Gamken, Rava Bar Chana also alluded to it. He dropped a hint in the beginning of his words. He says, Amar li Ahutaya, that merchant told me. Uperesh Rashi b'chol makom, in every place in the Gemara where the word Taya in Aramaic appears, Rashi says, Soicher Ishmael, a merchant and Ishmael, an Arab merchant. He says, but what does it mean after Soicher Ishmael? He says, Ki Ishmael v'pchinas tefillah. Ishmael is in the name is talking about the Malach says to Hagar. He said, now you're expecting, and you're going to give birth to a son, and you'll call his name Ishmael. Why? Ki shama Hashem aloni, for Hashem has heard your plea. So Ishmael is
Ishmael.
I guess.
We hear his plea.
Yeah, Hashem also hears his plea.
Yeah.
Ki shama Hashem aloni, Hashem has heard your plea. Hashem has received your tefillah. So you see that Ishmael is an allusion to tefillah. It alludes to tefillah, which represents emunah, as we said before. That the tefillah is emunah. V'zeo shon soicher. Soicher is not just in the simple meaning of a merchant, but it also means shon schol means around. Schol schol means around and around. In a schol. This is where the person is dizzy is called schalcholet.
And he's what?
The person is dizzy.
Oh.
In Hebrew, he has schalcholet. It's like things are spinning. His word like it's spinning. So schol means around and around. Schol means a circumference. It's from around. Circumference. That's right. Saviv. These are the makifim, which is the emunah. As it is said in Tehillim, your emunah is around you. Because emunah is saviv. The reason why emunah is saviv is because emunah, it surrounds the seichel. That the person believes in something he cannot understand in his seichel. Emunah is outside, it surrounds the seichel. The emunah is not inside in the seichel. So the loshon of soicher is the loshon of emunah. Ishmael is meramis for tefillah. And then Rava Bar Chana explains. He starts with Omali Hautaya. I was told by soicher Ishmael. I was told by emunah tefillah. Now I'm going to tell you how you can reach the emunah tefillah and the geula by getting the eitz of tzaddik and kula zera emes, and how a person will get the emunah tefillah, as we said before. It is said above that in Osdalet that through the mitzvah of tzitzis a person is saved from niyuf and from the eitz of rishon. V'zeu, and this is the reason why when Ruth said to Boaz, when he asked him to marry her, I am Ruth, your servant, your maiden servant, and you should spread, your wing, your garment over your maiden servant, because you are a redeemer, you are a goyel. And what is alluded to it is the same mysteries in here. Because kanfecha, the kanaf, the beged, the garment, is a reference to tzitzis. Because tzitzis the kedusha, tzitzis the kedusha shem kanfe mitzvah. That's the garment, the kedusha. Is shmiras habris. Shmiras habris, doesn't just doesn't just represent, refraining from zivug the tuma, from indiscretion and disallowed, intimate contact. It also means the positive, the zivug the kedusha. It means that, I think kedusha is a very, very great thing. The b'chinas zivug the kedusha, through the tzitzis, yazoichet zivug the kedusha. And this is what she told them through the mitzvah of tzitzis. Rus alluded to by through a mitzvah of tzitzis, your kanaf, their zivug will be zivug the kedusha. And this is what Chagai Hanavi asked the Kohanim in the time of Beis Hamikdash, if they know Tumat Hari, he wanted to check them out. He says, and if a person carries a B'sar Kodesh in his cloth, in his bag, in his garment, and the bag itself touches the bread, will the B'sar Kodesh become Tomei or not? He wants to test them. But in it he also told them a deeper secret. B'sar Kodesh talks about mitzvah of Mila. Because mitzvah of Mila is Tikkun HaBris. That's the Ikar Tikkun HaBris, is the Ikar Kedusha. Knaf Bigdoi, the corner of the garment, it alludes to tzitzis. In other words, through the knaf bigdoi, through the tzitzis, our person is zoichet B'sar Kodesh, to shmiras habris, and that which is said, v'nogo b'chamechem ve'alechem, and the garment will touch the bread, and upkipgam habris, because if a person is poigim in the bris, a person damages the bris, it brings about other lechem. It pushes the bread away. It pushes the parnasa away. As it is said, Ba'ad isha zoyna ad kikar lachem, for people that are chasing adultery, they come to ad kikar lechem, they come to poverty. Because through a heart the person comes to Aeneas and Masal Balechem. So therefore, through Vatiga Bekonfoy, when there is a pgam in the tzitzis, when there's a pgam in the bris, Mimele, there's pgam also in the parnos and the bread. Let's see how much more do we have until the end. Wait just a minute.
Done.
Okay, we'll continue on Sunday. We'll finish it. Kol Tov, Shabbos.